Hey everybody, Izzy here, getting ready to jump into the podcast, the very next one. Before I do that, I must thank Rockstar Leatherworks for being my sponsor. Check them out, rockstarleatherworks.com. High quality, handcrafted leather bands and watches. Yeah, very cool stuff, very good looking stuff. Everybody that I know that has bought one, yeah, they go back and buy more. They're just that damn cool. I love mine. I can't wait to get another one. RockstarLeatherworks.com. You will not be disappointed. And thank you for supporting them. Thank you for supporting this show. Because without you, I would not be able to do this. So, let us jump in to another fucking podcast.
You kids with your loud music and your Dan Fogelberg, your Zima, hula hoops, and Pac-Man video games, don't you see? People today have attention spans that can only be measured in nanoseconds.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another fucking podcast. I am your host, Izzy Presley. It is good to be here, and it's good to be seen. It's good to see you, and as always, good to be seen. Episode number 8 is on the way. Lots to talk about today. You know, I was just going to touch on the Crüe stuff and the Bieber stuff and some other just mindless bullshit. And then a story comes across my lap that makes me very sad. I am a wrestling rube. I'm a wrestling geek. I always have been. I always will be. But something happened today. Well, it happened on Monday, actually. CM Punk has walked away from the WWE. Now, this makes me sad. It makes me sad because that product has been getting worse and worse as they go on. It's the only game in town. I mean, TNA is not really a rival. Nobody really gives a shit. They have their hardcore little following, but that's about it. Ring of Honor, that's the minor leagues. All there is the WWE. Still the WWF to me. It always will be, but, you know, that's here nor there. Vince McMahon owns everything. Hell, when he bought WCW, he paid $6 million for it. $6 million for WCW. And that's basically to buy the back catalog, to buy the tapes. He owns everything. Owns all the WCW stuff, all the ECW stuff, AWA, NWA, all of everything Vince McMahon owns. So they have no competition. And you can see it in the show. It's sports entertainment. It's not professional wrestling. It's sports entertainment. They don't make any qualms about that. They run through storylines so fast that you can't really get attached to it. I mean, look, when we were kids, when they were only doing 4 pay-per-views a year, they had storylines that would last all year. Hell, sometimes 2 years, depending on the wrestler and depending on the story. They don't anymore. They got a pay-per-view every month. It's all about the TV show. It's all about everything. It's how fast can we do this? How fast can we move on? That's why you see so many people. That's why you see the belt change hands so many times and blah, 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 blah. They had something with CM Punk. Best in the world. Best damn intro music in the whole thing, too. Living Colors, Cult of Personality. Well, the Undertaker's is pretty cool. And they had a really cool thing going with Punk before his contract was about to run out last time. He sat down with an open microphone and aired it out. It wasn't a work. It wasn't scripted. Well, he's never scripted, but they gave him an open forum. And he used it, and it's one of the biggest promos in the history of the business because it was real. Then he came back. He signed his contract the day of Survivor. Was it Survivor Series? I think it was. Won the belt, then disappeared. That it was a work because, well, he had signed his contract, and then, is he going to come back? Is he not going to come back? Held the belt for over a year, which is unheard of in this day and age. But since then, since he dropped the belt, he's just been another guy. Definitely a fan favorite. The reason that I watch the show, because the rest of it sucks. Am I going to watch for John Cena? No. Same old shit. Same old shit. So, Royal Rumble happens. CM Punk does not win the Royal Rumble this past Sunday. Daniel Bryan does not win the Royal Rumble this past Sunday. Who wins? Batista. Batista comes back. He's been back for 6 days. Wins the Royal Rumble. So, which means that there's a good chance he's headlining WrestleMania. I have a feeling that this may be one of the things that CM Punk is pissed about. Came up in that promo that I talked about before. That was the year that The Rock was headlining WrestleMania. A guy that hadn't been around. He'd been gone for years making movies. All of a sudden, The Rock comes back. The Rock, the people's champ. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Comes back for one match. Gets to headline WrestleMania. CM Punk is pissed. Who's The Rock fighting? Of course, John Cena, their moneymaker. I think this has a lot to do with it. I really do. He walked out on Monday before the show, said goodbye, and I'm not coming back. They have taken him out of all advertising. Apparently, I didn't get to see it on Monday because of my work schedule. I don't get to watch it. And I don't have a DVR because we don't have cable TV. But we got the internet, so I've got internet porn. What else does a guy need? So CM Punk is gone. His contract runs out in July. Is this another work? Just like last time, leading into that new contract? I don't know. I hope not. I mean, I hope for the fans' sake, that it is a work and he comes back. Because he is the best. He's the best they got. He's the best professional wrestler they got. But then again, they don't like professional wrestlers. They like sports entertainers. It's sad. It's pathetic. The only thing that he really said on Twitter was something about, thanks for the support. Keep doing what you're doing. To the fans. And he's, on Twitter, he's wide open. Doesn't pull any punches on his tweets, which I can respect. Doesn't draw the company line. Says what's on his mind. I like that. I can respect that. But no. Now he's gone. CM Punk is gone. What in the hell? What reason do I have to watch WWE anymore? It's 3 hours long, which they fucked up on when they did that. Because they don't have enough material to fill that 3 hours. They've got a whole lot of mid-carders and John Cena. That's it. How are you supposed to fill 3 hours with that? These guys can't talk. They're horrible on the mic. It's all scripted. I mean, all the shoots, they're not even shoots. They're scripted. I don't know. I don't think Cena's scripted. I think Cena just has that open for him and he just shoots and he's able to talk. He's like that's the one thing I will say about CM Punk. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry, John Cena. I'm not a fan, but he can talk. He's horrible in the fucking ring, like almost all of them, except for Daniel Bryan. But again, sports entertainer. That's pretty much all it is. I don't know what makes me sad. It really does. Not that I get to watch it that much anymore anyways. I don't get to watch pay-per-views. But Punk is the best. My favorite wrestler. And they fucked it. Just like they fuck everything. Get something good and they ruin it. But what can you do? Gonna get into Mötley Crüe in a little bit here, but I must get into this Bieber story. I'm sure a lot of you know already that Mr. Bieber has been arrested. He turned himself in Canada, facing assault charges. Apparently, him and his posse rented a limo, and, well, there was a quote-unquote altercation that occurred between one of the passengers and the driver. This is according to CNN. This is what the police told them in a statement. In the course of the altercation, a man struck the limousine driver in the back of the head several times. The driver stopped the limousine, exited the vehicle, and called police. Well, Bieber said he's innocent, and of course he was released because it's just a little misdemeanor. Went to the hockey game after that. Hope he got beat up in the stands. Will this kid just go away? Honestly, I came across this YouTube video. Made me nearly piss myself. It's a comedian. His name is Vic Dibietto or Dibetto or Dibitetto or whatever the fuck his name is. I'm going to go out on a limb and just assume for a second that he's like from Jersey or Brooklyn or something. We're going to play this clip. He did this YouTube clip right after Bieber got arrested in Miami a couple weeks ago for his little drunk driving altercation. Take a listen to this, and then we'll
Is he
talk
dead?
about this in a
Did he
second.
get killed? That little fucking punk? Unbelievable. Fuck him. Fuck, we're done. Don't you understand? We're done as a nation. This guy, he's gonna get fucking a movie now. He's gonna get a book deal. How I crashed my Lamborghini. We're fucking done. Give me that money, that little fucking prick. Give me that. You know what I'd do with that money? I'd hire somebody to wipe my mother's ass. That's what I would do with that money. Because they got too much, too fast. Don't you understand? These are the role models we have for all these other little fucking shitheads. It's over. It's over. And I'm the fucking band. We're the Titanic. We are sinking. And I'm the band entertaining you people while we are... I'm 53. I'm breaking my fucking ass. 2 jobs. I'm wearing a fucking clip-on tie. And this little prick has the world by the balls and just throws... What's he got problems? Is it a disease? Was he abused when he was... Fuck him. Let him crash. Let him fucking die. And if I saw him crash and die, I would pull over and eat popcorn while I see his fucking brains hanging from the fucking radiator. Fuck Justin Bieber.
I'd eat popcorn. Oh my fucking God. And I'm sorry, but I could not agree with him anymore. That is just fucking hilarious. Vic Dibitetto. Find that on YouTube. I'll post that on the Facebook page, facebook.com/anothereffing podcast. And I'll also put it in the YouTube link too, so you can go and watch that and give him his ceremonial props. But I think I don't even know how I can elaborate on that and add to it and make it even more understandable. I forgot to tell you, if you were offended, piss off, because I don't care. He swore a little bit in there. But he's got it right. Just go away. Go away. You are an embarrassment to your country. Yes, I know Canada has apologized for Bryan Adams many times. You're an embarrassment to the human race. Fucking Canadians. I love Canadians. That's where they make the hockey. That's where they make hockey players for us all to enjoy. But fucking Bieber, that little turd. And, of course, what are we doing? What's everybody doing? We're talking about it more. I'm guilty. I have no fucking... I can't say anything. I'm guilty of it. I never wanted to talk about that little prick. That little fucking prick. But I am. And that's what happens because this is news. This is the news that we are fed. Important shit doesn't get talked about. You know? That's all. Well, that's just like a side story. This is headlines. Justin Bieber is fucking headlines. What is wrong with our fucking society? Apparently I am because I'm fucking talking about it. This prick cocksucker. Just go away. For the good of humanity. Go away and let us forget about you. Oh, he'll do that. And then, you know, he'll think he's Elvis or something and have a comeback special. Oh, my God. What the fuck is wrong with this world? Shit like that. Shit like Justin Bieber. That is what is wrong with this world. That is considered music. I'm at NAMM this weekend. Had a fucking blast. Seeing all these people that molded fucking music. Seeing actual musicians walking around at NAMM, checking out the exhibits. Steven Tyler. I ran into Steven Tyler. Well, I walked by Steven Tyler with his little group of security guards. It's not like we were in the bathroom, you know, going crossfire or anything. Didn't cross the streams. Don't worry. Mullet Anthony was there. I saw Mullet Anthony, Michael Anthony. One of the founding members of Van Halen. Part of that sound. That's a story for a whole nother show, though. I could get somebody in here. We could talk about Mullet Anthony not being in Van Halen for an hour. But what hasn't been said about that already? But NAMM was an experience. It was exciting. It's cool. Being a musician, this is my first chance I've had to go to NAMM. And if you don't know what NAMM is, it's the National Association of Music Merchants. Basically, any kind of instrument you can think of that companies produce, those companies go to NAMM. They're a member of the organization. So they go there every year. It's in Anaheim in January. Summer one is in Nashville. And they use these shows to promote their products, to introduce new products. I might have an artist agreement. We'll see what happens with that. But it's cool. I've wanted to go my whole life. I finally got to go. Thank you to Benny. Benny is endorsed by Black Star Amplifiers, which is done by Korg, and he was able to get me in. First show is tonight, by the way, with Richie Ramone. They're up in Vegas this evening. We'll go through some other tour dates later on in the show before you leave. Or I should say before I leave, because if you're leaving before I leave, I'm not doing my job. But yeah, so basically the point is I'm hanging out with real musicians. I get to, before we move on to anything, one of the shows that was happening there was at the Grove of Anaheim in the parking lot of Angel Stadium. And it was Jake E. Lee and his Red Dragon Cartel. Their debut show was it a couple months ago? Last month. Yeah, it's still January, right? Yeah. Last month at the Whiskey, and it was horrendous. It was bad. It was brutal. Singer was bombed. Couldn't hold a fucking note. Couldn't remember words. It was terrible. And I'm sure you saw the fucking YouTube videos and heard the reviews and heard how bad it was. Well, I must say something. They were fucking awesome. The singer, let's, all right, I'm done with the Bieber story. Get that horse shit off my computer. Red Dragon Cartel. All right. J.K. Lee's Red Dragon Cartel. I should have had this up already, but you know me, I'm so prepared. All right. Guitar J.K. Lee. Ronnie Mancuso. He's a Canadian, eh? He knows what I'm talking about. Dude, he fucking killed it, man. He was great. The Badlands stuff. He honored Ray Gillen when he did that stuff. Rest his soul. Singer from Badlands. He died a few years ago. One of the best rock singers there was. And if you see stuff from the Whiskey Show and you heard him try to sing the Badlands stuff, it was horrible. It was horrendous. It was bad. It was Bieber-esque. But let me tell you, he fucking nails it now. So, if you have plans to go see this band, or they're coming to your town, and you're like, oh, I saw the video from the Whiskey and it was horrendous, so I'm not gonna go. Well, let me tell you something, my friend. Zzz. I'm hoping that's multiple. I hope it's not just one person listening right now. Or maybe a half a person. Maybe there's a midget listening. That would be awesome. I need to get me a midget. Dress him up like me. That'd be a good-looking midget. So, basically what I'm saying is, if the Red Dragon Cartel is coming to your town, it is in your best interest to go see the show. You are going to love it. You are absolutely going to love it. So good. So good. It's Jakey fucking Lee playing guitar. I don't know what else you got to say about that. Dude's fucking amazing. And you're going to love the band. So go see him. And then come back to me and post on the Facebook page, facebook.com/EndeverafteR. Tweet at me, Izzy_Presley. Go, Izzy, I went to see the Red Dragon Cartel. You were right. You were right. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for leading me in the right direction. I will listen to you more often because you know what you're talking about. Or if you're Canadian, a bit. So there, Red Dragon Cartel. Go see him. Ran into George Lynch outside that show. Ran into Rob Camaglio, former Anthrax guitarist, now plays with starts with V. Volbeat. He is in now. And I ran into Doug Pinnick from King's X. And, well, Doug lives in L.A., and Doug's got a story to tell. Doug has some updates to give. And I think if everything works out correctly, which I hope it does, and I think it will, hopefully Doug will be in studio in the near future. I don't know when. I should probably email him. That'd be a good start. But I think that could be a very good show. It could be very informative. I'm very much looking forward to that. I mean, King's X is fucking amazing. There's just no doubts about that. Or, again, if you're Canadian, a boot that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And since Benny's gone for the next couple months, well, a month and a half, I'm going to have to get off my ass and find some co-hosts for this sumbitch. Find some guests for this sumbitch so it's not just me babbling about nothing. Kind of like what you're getting tonight. So, Mötley Crüe announces their retirement at a big press conference in L.A. yesterday. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, so that would have been yesterday. They are going to do one more tour. They're calling it a final tour, not a farewell tour. And they had some harsh words for bands I think these were backhanded comments without naming anybody at a certain band that helped form my life, helped form my musical life. Let's just take a listen at this response.
And milk that cow for as long as they can. Why go out now? I mean, you guys are young. You still look great. You could do this for a long period of time. Why pick this tour?
I mean, it's a good question and something that we've talked about amongst ourselves for, like Vince said, the last few years. It's because of that. It's because we are on top. It's because we are, holding it together and we're playing better and sounding better. We want to leave a legacy. We want to have some dignity. We feel that there's a lot of bands out there that don't have dignity. We started this band because it's something we believed in, rock and roll. We want to call it a day and like I said, be proud. It's pretty embarrassing what's happening in the state of music with bands out there. There's, I don't want to name names because I just don't think it's really my place, but there's so many bands out there that just, they're ripping you off. And we're not going to do that.
Sorry, I was just clearing my throat there. I think he said it perfectly. I couldn't agree more. And it's more than just Kiss. There's other bands that they're out there with one original member, or maybe even not that, like his third cousin's former roommate or something like that. And again, I'm not going to go out and name names, even though I already did. But they're doing it right. It's really cool because they've signed contracts, or they signed a contract. All four of them signed it at the end of the press conference, stating that this is the end. There is no more Mötley Crüe after this tour. Now, this tour may last 2 years because, well, this world is big and they want to go everywhere. And don't get me wrong, this is a major fucking payday for them. It is huge. They say, oh, well, we got tickets that everybody can afford, $15-20. Yeah, that's the lower end. That's the nosebleeds where I'm going to be sitting unless somebody hooks me up with press credentials or... Pardon me, I had to belch up some Busch. 25-ounce can of Busch beer. Get your minds out of the gutter. This is Busch regular, too, not Busch Light. They didn't have a 25-ouncer of that. They didn't even have Busch Light at that place I went. I have to go back to the other place where they have Busch Light. If only they get fucking McGolden Light down here. But they have these packages. Let me read this. Oh, man. It's making me belchy. Let's see. This is the most expensive package, which I believe, if I'm correct, is $4,000 a person. Okay, let me rephrase that. Or let me repeat that, I should say. $4,000 a person. $4,000. They're getting paid. This is the Mötley Crüe Too Fast Ultimate Meet and Greet VIP package. Includes tickets in rows 1-2 or early entry if it's general admission. Exclusive meet and greet, hang with Nikki Sixx, Vince Neil, and Mick Mars. Notice Tommy Lee isn't on that. We're going to talk about that in a second. Individual one-on-one photo of you with Nikki Sixx. I need more Busch. Giggity. Nikki Sixx, Vince Neil, and Mick Mars. One personal item autographed by Nikki Sixx, Vince Neil, and Mick Mars. Mötley Crüe custom autographed electric guitar. It's probably going to be a Squire or something like that. That costs them $50 to get. Personalized to you by Nikki Sixx, Vince Neil, and Mick Mars. Mötley Crüe plaque, personalized to you. Merchandise voucher worth $400, redeemable in the Mötley Crüe exclusive online store. So you can't use it at the show to buy T-shirts and stuff. Because that's even more money. More money for them because it's their last tour. So, of course, you're going to have to buy a T-shirt. You can't use that voucher for that. Autographed litho, autographed by Nikki Sixx, Vince Neil, and McMars. Limited edition commemorative laminate and lanyard. And on-site VIP host. And you'll also be entered to win a pair of front row tickets to attend the last concert of the tour. 2 winners will be chosen. Winners are of course they are. Winners are responsible for lodging and travel to the concert. You know, if you're charging $4,000 for this, I think you can handle flying a couple people to LA or wherever the last show is going to be and putting them up for a couple days in a hotel. That'll cost you $1,000, maybe $2,000. I think you can handle that, you rich motherfuckers. Now, you notice Tommy Lee was not involved in any of this. And it's not because they don't want him to be involved. It's because he refuses to be involved. He doesn't believe in these VIP meet and greet packages. And kudos to you, Tommy Lee, for that. Thank you from a fan. Thank you for standing up for us and refusing to do this. Yes, the people who are paying $4,000 are kind of getting munted because, well, Tommy's not going to be there for that kind of stuff. So does that make it worth $4,000? No. Is that package worth $4,000 even if Tommy is there? No. It's not. Well, I'm just going to double check that. I know Doc looked into that. Let's see, Dennis. Here we go, because he was kind of bitching about it. All right. Oh, let's see. Just watched Mötley Crüe press conference. According to disappointed, they're retiring. Oh, yeah, I checked out the ticket prices. What the fuck? I'll catch them on YouTube and save the $4,000 for the VIP ticks. Well, maybe that's for 2. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because that would be him and his wife, so therefore that would be for 2. So still, $2,000 for that. Is that worth $2,000? Fuck no. I could see $500 a person. You don't need the guitar. Honestly. Because then you're stuck carrying that fucking thing around for the whole show. Unless they're actually going to send it to you, which would be cool. But then part of it is watching them sign it and signing it to you. But still. That's insane. Kiss started this whole thing. I blame them. But this is ridiculous. I'll be sitting in the nosebleeds. Hopefully I'll be able to get tickets when they come to the LA Bowl. The Hollywood Bowl, I should say. When is that show? Let's see. I want to say it's in July. June or July? Yeah, Los Angeles, California. July 21st, the Hollywood Bowl. I haven't been to a show there yet. I think this is going to be it. Because I got to see them before they're done. And it would be pretty fucking cool to see them at the Hollywood Bowl. I've seen Crüe. Hell, I think that was my first concert at Met Center. Hey, Bobber, remember that show? What the hell's on my neck? Fuck it, I'm going to tell the story because it's hilarious. So, me and Bobber, we're at the Mötley Crüe Dr. Feelgood tour. Show number 2, because they did shoot 2 shows for that tour at the Met Center. God rest its soul. And, oh, wait. We're talking about the Met Center, so I have to do this. Just bear with me for 1 second. All right, are you ready? Here it goes.
She shoots, he scores!
Yeah, Al Shaver. Nah, that's awesome. Al Shaver. And if you don't know who Al Shaver is, Al Shaver was the voice of the Minnesota North Stars for years and years and years. Where was I? Oh, yes! The Mötley Crüe story at the Met Center, Bobber. I wish Bobber was here to help tell this story, but he's stuck in the frigidness of Wisconsin. So we're sitting there in the upper level watching the show, and there's a couple behind us making out. Cool, kick ass, you're getting some, we're not. Because it's two dudes at a show, so of course we're not getting some. And all of a sudden, now keep in mind, we had bought shirts at the show. So I think shirts were, concert t-shirts were about $20 back then. Still steep at that time, but not like they are now. $15-20, something like that. But that was also about the price of the tickets, too. Remember when tickets were that cheap? My first concert, Monsters of Rock, 1988 at the Metrodome. Van Halen, Scorpions, Dokken, Metallica, Kingdom Come. Main floor seats, $25. Van Halen, Metallica on the same bill, $25. So anyways, they're making out behind us. And all of a sudden, Bobber reaches back and grabs his neck. Like, dude, watch the show. And he pulls his hand out. And he takes his fingers. Two on the top, does like the Vulcan live long and prosper type thing. Except sideways, so it looks like Pac-Man. Or a vagina. Well, it really did look like a vagina because there was a thick line going in between his fingers. It was fucking... I don't know. It wasn't my neck. It wasn't my hand. I do not know the consistency of the substance. Was it beer foam? Probably not. Did somebody get excited with a bottle of hand lotion? I don't know the temperature of it. I couldn't tell you. But it was a thick wad. Oh. Goes to the bathroom, cleans up, comes back. Doesn't really say much for the rest of the show. Never wore that shirt again. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I hope you're laughing with me right now because that's fucking funny right there. Disgusting and nasty. And if you're still not following me, the guy shot his load on Bobber's neck. Just to lay it out there. Just in case you didn't get it. In case you're a little slow. Or if you're blonde. Because, sometimes blondes need stuff explained to them. American blonde chicks are ditzy. What can I say? Oh my God. That fucking story. I don't even know where I was in this Mötley Crüe thing. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Hollywood Bowl and how it'd be really cool to see that there. It really would. I'm going to give you some tour dates right now for the Richie Ramone Experience, where you can catch my usual co-host. Let's see, Richie. I should have just had this shit pulled up already, but that would have been like preparing and stuff. And we all know me. Oh, let's see, richieramone.com. Go there. Buy the record, by the way. You know what? I'll see if I can play the song one of these weeks. It's an indie release. Maybe Richie would be okay with me spinning it. I don't see why he wouldn't be because, it's publicity for him. But tour dates. let's just go through. We'll go through next Wednesday because we'll have another show by next Wednesday. Tonight in Las Vegas, the Cheyenne Saloon. Tomorrow night, Tucson, Arizona at the Rock. This is for the Richie Ramone show. Go and say hi to Benny after the show. Saturday, the 1st, Austin, Texas at Elysium. Monday, the 3rd, Nolens, Louisiana. Howlin' Wolf Den. Tuesday, the 4th, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Mud and Water. And next Wednesday, Mobile, Alabama at the Soul Kitchen. Tickets are available right now as we speak at richieramone.com. Go ahead. Check that shit out. Okay. I've got a little piss and vinegar in me. Pardon me while I take another swig of Busch. You know what? I'm going to play a song. And after that song, or during that song, I'm going to go have myself a cigarette. Oh, let's see. Let's play the Oddfathers tonight. I think that would be a great. Here we go. Another tear goes dry. All right, just give me 1 second while I get this bitch loaded up. All right. So, I'm going to go have a cigarette. This is off of Double Live 45. Find the Oddfathers on Facebook to try to find out how to buy this. It is a record. Yes, they have records. Recorded live in the studio. This is what professional musicians can do. They don't need Pro Tools. They can go into a studio and do one take and nail a song and have it be good enough to be put on record. This is off that Double Live 45. So basically what it is, it's 2 45s. It's 4 songs. Recorded live in the studio. Gatefold thing. Also comes with the download. Just go to, fuck it. If you don't want that, see, I've got Busch. We've got Busch. If you don't, go to iTunes. You can buy it. I think it's $3.99 for the whole record. What are you missing out on? What are you waiting for? Oh, yeah, you're waiting for the song. Here it is. The Oddfathers. As soon as Bryn comes back from, or actually as soon as Bryn comes back to Los Angeles, I will get him on the show. But until then, right now, I will be right back. This is the Oddfathers with Another Tear Goes Dry.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, sometimes you just get lucky, like walking on a wire. And sometimes we try too hard. And every time you close your eyes, another tear goes dry. Ow, ow. And sometimes we go out swinging, singing to a choir. Yeah, we could stand and take things easy. Every time you close your eyes, every time it breaks your heart, another tear goes dry. swinging. Sometimes it's smooth and quiet. Sometimes it eats your heart out. And every time you close your eyes, and every time it breaks your heart, yes, another tear goes, another tear goes, another tear goes, another tear goes, another tear goes dry. That's right. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. I say goodnight until another tear goes, until another tear goes, until another tear goes, until another tear goes. Do it, man. All right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah!
That was the Oddfathers. Another Tear Goes Dry. Bryn Arons of Flip fame. Tom Cook. Casey Gooby. And Chris Barato. Oh, yeah. See, you still hear them talking in the studio. That is what talented musicians can do live in the studio. That was live in the studio. One take. That's it. One take. Talented musicians, great song. No fucking Pro Tools. Recorded on tape, too. The way it should be. God, that's great. Double Live 45 is the name of the record. Just go find it on iTunes and go buy it. $4 to buy the record on iTunes. Or you can spend $10 and get the actual record itself. I have one. Sounds great. It's on vinyl. Of course it does. All right. Now, I know I promised not to bitch about traffic in LA. Because honestly, it's not as bad as you all think. And plus, like I said, I knew about it coming in. I signed up for it. I have no reason to bitch about it. I made the analogy before. It's like living in Costa Rica or living here and deciding to move to Minneapolis. And then bitching about the snow and the cold. You know about it going in. You can't bitch about it. Growing up there, you can. It's a part of life. You get sick of it. That's why I left. That's why I'm gone. You can't. I'm allowed to bitch about it. I can't bitch about traffic, but I can bitch about parts of traffic. And part of this is going to go back to Minneapolis, too. Fucking Priuses. You prick cocksuckers. I don't know what traffic was like before Priuses, but I can guarantee that it got worse after them. Because these douchebags, these pretentious assholes driving these fucking Priuses, they do nothing but hold up fucking traffic. It's pretty much bumper to bumper. You have your spots where it's wide open. But these cocksuckers, oh yeah, did you figure out by now there's swearing on this show? Happens a couple times. These assholes have to leave 6, 7 car lengths between them and the next vehicle. Step on the fucking gas. Well, in your case, half gas, half battery. And go. Just go. I know you don't want to put a scratch on your precious little Prius. And I'm not going to lie. I'm all about conservation, yada, yada, yada. But every time I see one of these assholes on the road, and trust me, there's a lot of them out here. They are all over the place. It's like the fucking plague. I think there was one time within a block, I counted 7 of them. Just lollygagging around, driving their Prius. Holding me up. Every time I see one, I want to buy a fucking Hummer. Just to spite them. Just to be that asshole. That'd be pretty sweet. I'd look good in a Hummer. I have looked good in a Hummer. Speaking of Hummers, I'm going to take another sip of my Busch. We've got Busch. But these are, and for the most part, the people that drive these cars, I'm not saying everybody. Some people just say, hey, listen, I have this fucking commute. Sick of wasting all the money on gas. I bought a Prius. People tell you look like a douchebag. You have no right to bitch because you're the one who brought a Prius. Brought a penis. Bought a Prius. That sounds like you need more Busch. You're holding up traffic. And it's not good. It's really not. Traffic could flow easily. But there's these assholes. And it goes beyond the Prius also. Those little fucking Ford things are right in there. Same fucking way. Then you get on the side streets. More Busch. And you don't have to just deal with the fucking Priuses there. Pardon me. That's when you get these asshole bicyclists. Hey, I'm all about riding the bike. But stay out of the fucking way. Yes, I'm on a bicycle. I have the right of way. That does not mean that you need to fucking bike right down the fucking middle of the road like you're a car. You see these assholes. You see them all over the country. Where it's like rush hour, and they'll be in the left turn lane like they're a fucking car. You're a bicycle. Get out of the fucking way. You are holding people up, but you don't care because, you're on your bicycle. No carbon coming from you. And it's worse. It's really bad in Minneapolis. Trust me, I know this from experience. I used to work downtown Minneapolis. And it was a blizzard. Probably 1.5 feet of snow on the ground during rush hour. Still coming down like a motherfucker. Thankfully, I had 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Because I would never live there again. Well, 1, I would never live there again. 2, I would never live there again without 4-wheel drive. Makes things much, much easier. It's hard to drive a Prius in that shit. It's even best when you see those smart cars trying to drive in that shit, too. You know, those little things that look like fucking Matchbox cars? Oh, yeah, those little fucking cocksuckers. But they're not as bad as Priuses. They don't hold shit up like Priuses do. But downtown Minneapolis, during rush hour, during a blizzard, you got bike asshole, bike douche, bike guy. Right down the middle of the fucking road, in the left turn lane, It's like, how are you even moving? How are you able to pedal in that shit? Well, I got knobs on my tires. You're dressed like you're on Hoth, pedaling your little piece of shit, and it's held up already because, you think people know how to drive in snow, but they don't. Now you got these cocksuckers in the fucking road, in a blizzard, in 1.5 feet of snow, and it's coming fucking down still. Look, I understand you're trying to conserve energy. You're all worried about those greenhouse gases. For one day, you could ride the fucking bus. You could take the train. You could do something. But no, I'm bike guy. I have to ride my bike. I'm surprised that cocksucker wasn't in his Tour de France outfit that most of them wear. That's even funnier. They got the little shirt, and they got the little neon fucking pants, and that stupid helmet with the sunglasses and their fanny pack around the back. Looking like they're in the fucking Tour de France. You're biking down Nicolet. You look like an idiot. Stop. Go out, ride your bike, have fun. Stop looking like an idiot. It's like those douchebags that go to the fucking bar with their little goatee and their little skidoo hat and their skidoo t-shirt and their skidoo jacket. You look like them. Don't be that guy. It's okay to ride your bike. You need the exercise. I need the exercise. If I had a bike, I'd ride it. I don't. So if it's close enough, I walk. But I don't do the power walk, because then I would really look like a douchebag. Stop. For the love of humanity. Stop. Don't be that guy. Prius people. That's fine. Just drive it. Don't drive like an asshole. Don't hold up traffic. Drive it. Drive like the other dicks on the road who are trying to get somewhere. I know you're trying to get somewhere too, but you're just lollygagging because you're in a fucking Prius. Or you're on your bicycle. All right. That's it. I had another story, but I'm going to save that for next week. I'm going to try to get a comedian in here next week. There's a couple out here. I should be able to find one to sit in. So, that's it. Check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/anothereffing podcast. If you want to donate to the show to help keep this sumbitch going, I've got costs. This isn't free. Got to pay for the program every month. Got a lot of money into the microphones, into the interface that was broken for a month, into this computer. You can help out. Hit me up on PayPal. TELWELL72@gmail.com. That's the PayPal. Have ideas for the show? Hit up the Facebook page. Facebook.com/anothereffing podcast. Tweet at me, Izzy_Presley. Or just email me, Izzy at izzypresleyproductions.com. And check out the website while you're there. Check out the Hairball dates. They got a couple shows this weekend. You can go see them. Where are they playing? Let me pull up the Hairball dates. I think that's the least I can do for my clients. I'll have to do that every week now. Hairball.com. Oh, that's not it. Duh. Hairball Online. You can go to hairballonline.com and find out all of their dates, get some videos. They just got a really cool new video for their history of 2013. The song Make Some Noise. Hey, you know what? I'm going to play that. That's what I'm going to play to end the show. But right now, Here are the shows coming up this weekend. They are in Des Moines this Friday night at the Jacobson Center. Fond du Lac, Wisconsin at the Shack, February 1st. Next week at the District in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's February 7th. And February 8th, Grand Island, Nebraska at the Heartland Events Center. Check those shows out. I'll keep you updated on the Hairball stuff that's going on because, well, they're paying me to do that. So it's my podcast and I can fucking talk about it. So, with that said, here is Hairball with their, you can get this song on iTunes, and buy it. Just look for Hairball. It's an old Slave Raider song. Remember Slave Raider? Yeah. You, me, and the boys get together and make some noise. This is Hairball doing Make Some Noise. I will see you next week. I will have big news next week also. I do love you all. It is another fucking podcast.